Well, hello, folks. We're back live for another little karaoke show with Rob. This is going to be kind of a self indulgent one. I've been messing with some new software, trying out this courtesy of Minicam, seeing if it might be a vehicle I might like to invest in. We're going to do a little music theater today. Don't expect anything too wonderful. I know I don't have the greatest music theater voice, but I'm having fun anyway. That's interesting. We're live, but it doesn't look like me. Are we getting something from somewhere else? No, it just delayed a little bit. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. If you happen to tune in and have any comments on audio quality or anything, much appreciated. It's hard for me to gauge how things are going on this end. Anyway, we're going to start it off with some tunes from Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Great musical. Very nearly got it put on in Shanghai in my China days. Close every door to me, hide all the world from me, bar all the windows and shut out the light. Do what you want with me, hate me and laugh at me, darken my daytime and torture my night. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answers lie far from this world. Close every door to me, keep those I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone, for I know I shall find my own peace of mind, for I have been promised a land of my own. Just give me a number instead of my name. Forget all about me and let me decay. I do not matter, I'm only one person. Destroy me completely, then throw me away. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answers lie far from this world. Close every door to me, keep those I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone, for we know we shall find our own peace of mind, for we have been promised a land of I don't know if that arrangement really jerked my crank very much. But it is what it is. Maybe this will be better. I closed my eyes, drew back the curtain to see for certain what I thought I knew. Far, far away, someone was weeping, but the world was sleeping. Any dream will do. I wore my coat with golden lining, bright colors shining, wonderful and new. And in the east, the dawn was breaking, and the world was waking. Any dream will do. A crash of drums, a flash of light, my golden coat flew out of sight. The colors faded into darkness, I was left alone. May I return to the beginning, the light is dimming, and the dream is too. The world and I, we are still waiting, still hesitating. Any dream will do. A crash of drums, a flash of light, my golden coat flew out of sight. The colors faded into darkness, I was left alone. May I return to the beginning, the light is dimming, and the dream is too. The world and I, we are still waiting, still hesitating. Any dream will do. 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 Yeah, that was a much nicer arrangement, wasn't it? I don't know what these karaoke people get up their butts. They just don't invest enough effort in trying to make a product, do they? And then they want to own it and control it and prevent you from using it. Even in the locked-in era of 2020, it's just not fair, is it? Okay, one more, or maybe two more from Joseph, and then we'll move on to another musical. Oh boy, another female-male duet. Joseph's mother, she was quite my favorite wife. I never really loved another all my life. And Joseph was my joy because he reminded me of her. Through young Joseph, Jacob lived his youth again. Loved him, praised him, gave him all he could. But then it made the rest feel second best. And even if they were but where they had really missed the boat is we're great guys, but no one seems to notice. Joseph's charm and winning smile failed to slay them in the aisle, and his father couldn't see the danger. He could not imagine any danger. He just saw in Joseph all his dreams come true. It wanted to show the world he loved his son, to make it clear that Joseph was the special one. So Jacob bought his son a coat, a multicolored coat to wear. Joseph's coat was elegant without fun. Tasteful style, it was the ultimate in good design. This is why they called the eye a king would start as heir. And when Joseph tried it on, he knew his sheepskin days were done. Such a dazzling coat of many colors, how he loved his coat of many colors. In a class above the rest, it even went well with his vest. Such a stunning coat of many colors, how he loved his coat of many colors. It was red and yellow and green and brown and blue. His brothers weren't too pleased with what they saw. We have never liked them all that much before, and now this coat has gone out gold. You feel life is unfair. And when Joseph graced the scene, his brothers turned a shade of green. His astounding clothing took the biscuit. Quite the smooth expression in the biscuit. I look handsome, I look smart, I am a walking work of art. Such a dazzling coat of many colors, how I love my coat of many colors. It was red and yellow and green and brown and scarlet and black and ochre and peach and ruby and olive and violet and fawn. Look handsome, I look smart, I am a walking work of art. Such a dazzling coat of many colors, how I love my coat of many colors. It was red and yellow and green and brown, scarlet and black and ochre and peach, ruby and olive and violet and fawn and lilac and gold and chocolate and mauve and cream and crimson and silver and rose and azure and lemon and russet and gray and purple and white and pink and orange and blue. That came off rather nicely. I have a hard time memorizing all those colors. I don't think I could ever do that show. Oh, it's a lovely day here in Loveland, Colorado. A few little hazy clouds in the distance, but mostly clear and sunny and not too terribly hot yet. Probably get a little worse later in the afternoon. Hope your quarantine day is going just as well, or anti-quarantine day if you're forced to go out and work in these troubled times. Okay, one more from Joseph, and then we'll move on. Joseph had taken to Egypt in chains and sold, where he was bought by a captain named Potiphar. Had very few cares. He was one of Egypt's millionaires. having made a fortune buying shares in pyramids. Potiphar had made a huge pile, owned a large percentage of the Nile, meant that I could really live in style, and he did. Joseph was an unimportant slave who found he liked his master, consequently worked much harder even with devotion. Joseph was above the average of his household and promotion. His pa was so fine, but my wife would never toe the line. It's all there in chapter 39 of Genesis. He was beautiful but evil, saw a lot of men against his will. He would have to tell her that she was still his. This looks and handsome figure had attracted her attention. Every morning she would beckon, "Stay with me, love." Wanted to resist her, and one day she proved her eager. Joseph cried in vain, "Oh, please no, I don't believe in free love." Pity. In his den below the bedroom, when he heard a mighty rumpus glittering above him, he knew his riches couldn't buy him what he wanted. If he didn't love him. Letting out a mighty roar, Potiphar burst through the door. "Joseph, I'll see you rot in jail. The things you have done are beyond the pale." In the cell, things ain't going well. Hey, locked up in a cell. Joseph, locked up in a cell. Things ain't going well. Hey, locked up in a cell. Locked up in a cell. I almost played Potiphar once, but I had to drop that show because they wouldn't let my son be in it with me, and I was under orders not to do shows alone in Longmont if I didn't have a kid with me to keep happy. So alas, I never got to see Potiphar in person. Would have been fun, would have been fun. On to Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Hide wherever you may be. We ain't met yet, but I'm a willing to bet you're the gal for me. Bless your beautiful hide. You're just as good as lost. I don't know your name, but I'm mistaken my claim. Less in your eyes is crossed. Oh, I'd swap my gun and I'd swap my mule, though whoever took it would be one big fool. Or pay your way through cooking school if in you would say I do. Bless your beautiful hide. Prepare to bend your knee and take that vow, 'cause I'm a-telling you now, you're the gal for me. Pretty and trim, but kinda slim. Heavenly eyes, but oh, that size. She's gotta be right to be the bride for me. Your beautiful hide, wherever you may be. Pretty and trim, but not too slim. Heavenly eyes and just the right size. Pimple and sweet and sassy as can be. Beautiful hide, yes, she's the gal for me. Yeah, that's how they used to go shopping in the old days. Shopping and swapping. Okay, on to Kismet. I've not sung this much, so it might kind of suck. That's the nature of my shows. I'm not liking the intro so far. Take my hand. I'm a shitty arrangement is what I am. Let's forget about that. Yeah, that was horrible. Moving on to a little Edelweiss. Sound of Music. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Small and white, clean and bright, you look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. That's one of the sweetest nationalist songs I've ever heard. Wish we could all kind of praise the natural things about us instead of the unnatural things that we stand for. Okay, we're moving on to South Pacific. One dream in my heart, one love to be living for, one love to be living for. This nearly was mine. One girl from my dream, one partner in paradise. This promise of paradise, this nearly was mine. Close to my heart she came, only to fly away. I don't even know this one, so let's just skip it. Sorry about that. We'll do Some Enchanted Evening. I think I know that one a little bit better. Summon. Okay. No, you're not going to speak for me. Sorry, folks. We got a backgrounded version. Let's just skip it and move on to Paint Your Wagon. The hell with that South Pacific sound. Should have been Billis anyway. I talk to the trees, but they don't listen to me. I talk to the stars, but they never hear me. The breeze hasn't time to stop and hear what I say. I talk to them all in day. But suddenly my words reach someone else's ear, touch someone else's heartstrings too. I tell you my dreams, and while you're listening to me, I suddenly see them come true. I can see us on an April night, sipping brandy underneath the stars, reading poems in the candlelight to the strumming of guitar. I would tell you all the books I've read and the way I met the King of France. Then I'll send the servants off to bed, and I'll ask you for a dance. But suddenly my words reach someone else's ear, touch someone else's heartstrings too. I tell you my dreams, and while you're listening to me, I suddenly see them come true. That didn't come off half bad. I think I could give Clint Eastwood a run for his money. Okay, we're moving on. They call the wind Maria, only they pronounce it Mariah. Now way out here they got a name for wind and rain and fire. The rain is Tess, the fire's Joe, and they call the wind Mariah. Mariah blows the stars around and sends the clouds a-flying. Mariah makes the mountains sound like folks were up there dying. Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. Before I knew Mariah's name and heard her wail and whining, I had a gal and she had me, and the sun was always shining. But then one day I left my girl, I left her far behind me, and now I'm lost, so golden lost, not even God can find me. Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. Now here they got a name for rain, for wind and fire only. But when you're lost and all alone, there ain't no word for lonely. But I'm a lost and lonely man, without a star to guide me. Mariah, blow my love to me. I need my girl beside me. Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah, 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 blow my love to me. Well, I think the guy that sang it in the movie was probably a better singer than I was, but that's the breaks. I'm going to compete with Lee Marvin on this one, and I think I can win. I was born under a wandering star. I was born under a wandering star. Staying put can kill you, standing still's a curse. Sail down can drive you mad, but moving on is worse. I was born under a wandering star. When I learned to talk, the word they taught me was goodbye. That and where's my hat and all I need until I die. Aching for the stop and always aching for the go. Searching but for what I never will know. I was born under a wandering star. I was born under a wandering star. I've been to lots of places where I'd like to stay, but when I like 'em best of all is the day I move away. I was born under a wandering star. A wandering star. When I learned to talk, the word they taught me was goodbye. That and where's my hat and all I need until I die. Aching for the stop and always aching for the go. Searching but for what I never will know. I was born under a wandering star. I was born under a wandering star. When I get to heaven, tie me to a tree, or I'll begin to roam and soon you know where I'll be. I was born under a wandering star. A wandering star. I guess that's kind of true. I got to more wandering, the more I kept growing into the wonderment of wandering. Wondering where I'm going to wander next, because I'm getting kind of tired of the United States lately. It's a pretty silly place, isn't it? This is the moment, this is the day, when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today. This is the moment, this is the time, when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of the dreaming, scheming, and screaming become one. This is the day, see it sparkle and shine, when all I've lived for becomes mine. For all these years I faced the world alone, and now the time has come to prove to them I've made it on my own. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny beckoned, I never reckoned second best. I won't look down, I must not fall. This is the moment, the sweetest moment of them all. This is the moment, damn all the odds. This day or never, I'll sit forever with the gods. When I look back, I will always recall, a moment for moment, this was the moment, the greatest moment of them all.
Okay, that wasn't exactly what you do in a theater, but this is my show, so I'm going to make it funny if I want and silly if I want. And you can't do a damn thing about it because you're not giving me any comments. Which means it's probably not really going live, so what the flock. Okay, on we go to... Well, we better have a drink for that one. Bit of water. Okay, that's the healthy drink. And now we get the good stuff. Wouldn't you like to know what is in the blue glass? Something different than in the blue pill. It's a purple pill inside. Okay, on to the Phantom. Is this going to be the duet version? Yes, okay. We're going to butcher this royally. No more talk of darkness, Forget these wide-eyed fears. I'm here, nothing can harm you. My words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom. Let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you, beside you, to guard you and to guide you.
Say you love me every waking moment. Turn my head with talk of summertime. Say you need me with you now and always. Promise me that all you say is true. That's all I ask of.
Let me be your shelter. Let me be your light. You're safe. No one will find you. Your fears are far behind you.
All I want is freedom. A world with no more night. And you always beside me. To hold me and to hide me.
And say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Let me lead you from your solitude. Say you need me with you here, beside you. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Christine, that's all I ask of.
Say share with me one love, one lifetime. Say the word and I will follow you. Share each day with me, each night, each morning. Say you love me.
You know I do. Of me, that's all I ask of you. It's going to be a tough one. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Love me, that's all I ask of you. Yeah, the biggest con of both sexes that was ever perpetrated upon anybody else. Love me, that's all I ask. And then, they get to define what love is, and you have to do whatever they say because you said you love them. And that's how we play the human relationship game on both ends, and why we have so much trouble with it. Okay, well, on we go. I think we need another drink before we delve into the music of the night. Ah, lovely. Okay, well, let's hear the Phantom side of it. Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation.
Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish night of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light, and listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge your thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. And you'll live as you've never lived before. Softly, deftly, music shall surround you. Feel it, hear it, closing in around you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night. Let your mind start a journey through a strange new world. Leave all thoughts of the world you knew before. Let your soul take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Touch me, trust me, savor each sensation. Let the dream begin, let your darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night. You alone can make my song take flight. So help me make the music of the Not too shabby. It's a tough song. Shifting over to Les Mis for a few songs, and I think we're going to go get rocking up a little bit and finish up with some rockabilly kind of stuff. God on high, hear my prayer.
You have always been there. He is young. He's afraid. Let him rest. Heaven bless. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him home. He's like the son I might have known if God had granted me a son. The summers die one by one, how soon they fly, on, and I am old and will be gone. Bring him peace, bring him joy. He is young, he is only a boy. You can take, you can give. Let him be, let him live. If I die, let me die. Let him live. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him
Something like that. Okay, this next one's dedicated to the brave people of Hong Kong and other places in China that had enough of totalitarian, authoritarian, bullshitarian, criminal Christarian rule by one of the greatest thug governments of the world. Yep, right up there with our own thug governments. Secret powers behind the throne that throw trumps at us. Let us throw all our dice at him while they work like spiders in the background to do their nefarious deeds.
Do you hear the people singing a song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Will you join in our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me? Beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see? Then join in the fight that will give you the right to be free. Do you hear the people singing a song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Will you give all you can give so that our banner may advance? Some will fall and some will live. Will you stand up and take your chance? The blood of the martyrs will water the meadows of France. Do you hear the people sing, sing a song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart equals the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. This is not meant to condone revolutionary acts, although they probably will occur, and beaten down most brutally in today's wonderful dystopia. So, what have we to turn to but try to be the master of our own house? Welcome, monsieur. Sit yourself down and meet the best innkeeper in town. As for the rest, all of them crooks, rooking the guests and cooking the books. Seldom do you see honest men like me, a gent of good intent who's content to be master of the house, doling out the charm, ready with a handshake and an open palm. Take a sissy tale, makes a little stir. Customers appreciate the bon vivant. Got to do a friend a favor. Doesn't cost me to be nice, but nothing gets you nothing. Everything has got a little price. Master of the house, keeper of the zoo, ready to relieve them of a sou or two. Watering the wine, making up the weight, picking up the knickknacks when they can't see straight. Everybody loves the landlord, everybody's bosom friend. I do whatever pleases Jesus, I don't bleed him in the end. Master of the house, quick to catch your eye, never wants a passerby to pass him by. Servant to the poor, butler to the great, comforter, philosopher, and lifelong mate. Everybody's boon companion, everybody's chaperone. But lock up your valises, Jesus, won't I skin you to the bone? Enter, monsieur. Lay down your load, unlace your boots, and rest from the road. This weighs a ton, travel's a curse, but here we strive to lighten your purse. Here the goose is cooked, here the fat is fried, and nothing's overlooked till I'm satisfied. Food beyond compare, food beyond belief. Mix it in a mincer and pretend it's beef. Kidney of a horse, liver of a cat, filling up the sausages with this and that. Residents are more than welcome, bridal suite is occupied. Reasonable charges plus some little extras on the side. Charge them for the lice, extra for the mice, 2% for looking in the mirror twice. Here's a little slice, there's a little cut, 3% for sleeping with the window shut. When it comes to fixing prices, there are lots of tricks he knows. How it all increases, all them bits and pieces. Jesus, it's amazing how it grows. Master of the house, quick to catch your eye, never wants a passerby to pass him by. Servant to the poor, butler to the great, comforter, philosopher, and lifelong mate. Everybody's boon companion, give him everything I've got. Dirty bunch of geezers, Jesus, what a sorry little lot.
dreamed I would meet a prince. But God almighty, have you seen what happened since? Master of the house isn't worth my spit. Comforter, philosopher, lifelong shit. Cunning little brain, a regular Voltaire. Thinks he's quite a lover, but there's not much there. What a cruel trick of nature, landed me with such a louse. God knows how I lasted living with this bastard in the house. The house, master and a half, comforter, philosopher, don't make me laugh. Servant to the poor, butler to the great, hypocrite and toady and inebriate. Everybody bless our landlord, everybody bless his spouse. Everybody raise a glass, raise it up the master's arse. Everybody raise a glass to the master of the house.
Something like that. Okay, we're going to do a couple more from Les Mis and then shift off to another year if I feel like singing more. On my own, pretending she's beside me, all alone, I walk with her till morning. Without her, I feel her arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes and she has found me. In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river. In the darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is her and me forever and forever. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to her. And although I know that she is blind, still I say there's a way for us. I love her, but when the night is over, she is gone. The river's just a river. Without her, the world around me changes. The trees are bare and everywhere the streets are full of strangers. I love her, but every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without me, her world will go on turning. A world that's full of happiness that I have never known. I love her. I love her. I love her, but only on my own. Yeah, sometimes I do that with the female voice. Sometimes I cut her to the male version. That's one of these ambisexuous songs. Okay, one more from Les Mis, and then we're going to go back to the well for something odd. I'm not sure if I can even do this one, so bear with me. He thinks that man is me. He knew him at a glance. That stranger he has found. This man could be my chance. Why should I save his hide? Why should I right this wrong when I have come so far and struggled for so long? If I speak, I am condemned. If I stay silent, I am damned. I am the master of hundreds of workers. They all look to me. How can I abandon them? How would they live if I am not free? If I speak, I am condemned. If I stay silent, I am damned. Who am I? Can I condemn this man to slavery? Pretend I do not feel his agony. This innocent who bears my face, who goes to judgment in my place, who am I? Can I conceal myself forevermore? Pretend I'm not the man I was before? And must my name until I die be no more than an alibi? Must I lie? How can I ever face my fellow men? How can I ever face myself again? My soul belongs to God, I know. I made that bargain long ago. He gave me hope when I was gone. He gave me strength to journey on. Who am I? Who am I? I'm John Valjean. And soldier, that you see it's true, that man bears no guilt than you. Who am I? 24601. Okay, that was laughable but fun. Let's go back to just hang on a second. You can twiddle your thumbs while I pick out a couple more songs to finish up with. Okay, this would be a nice little short set to finish up on. First, a couple of country songs, old country, like my daddy used to listen to when I was a baby. I'm a honky-tonk man, and I can't seem to stop. I love to give the girls a whirl to the music of an old jukebox. But when my money's all gone, I'm on the telephone, hollering, hey, hey, mama, can your daddy come home? I'm living fast down to dangerously, but I got plenty of company. When the moon comes up and the sun goes down, that's when I want to see the lights of town. 'Cause I'm a honky-tonk man, and I can't seem to stop. I live to give the girls a whirl to the music of an old jukebox. But when my money's all gone, I'm on the telephone, hollering, hey, hey, mama, can your daddy come home?
I'm a honky-tonk man, and I can't seem to stop. I love to give the girls a whirl to the music of an old jukebox. But when my money's all gone, I'm on the telephone, hollering, hey, hey, mama, can your daddy come home? It takes a pretty little gal and a jug of wine. That's what it takes to make a honky-tonk mind. With the jukebox a moaning a honky-tonk sound, that's when I want to lay my money down. 'Cause I'm a honky-tonk man, and I can't seem to stop. I love to give the girls a whirl to the music of an old jukebox. But when my money's all gone, I'm on the telephone, hollering, hey, hey, mama, can your daddy come home? Johnny Horton. Yeah, that's classic. I must from Point Barren through a blizzard of snow. Been out prospecting for 2 years or so. Pulled into Fairbanks, city was a boom. So I took a little stroll to the Red Dog Saloon. As I walked in the door, the music was clear. The prettiest voice I had heard in 2 years. The song she was singing made a man's blood run cold. When it's springtime in Alaska, it's 40 below.
When it's springtime in Alaska, it's 40 below.
It was red-headed Lil who was singing so sweet. I reached down and took the snow packs off my feet. I reached for the gal who was singing the tune. We did the Eskimo hop all around the saloon. Caribou crawl and the grizzly bear hug. We did our dance on a Kodiak rug. Song she kept singing made a man's blood run cold. When it's springtime in Alaska, it's 40 below. Yeah, it'd be kind of nice around here. I'm kind of tired of that song. I don't really know it that well either, so we'll just move on. I think we'll finish up with Cab Calloway. Hey folks, here's the story about Minnie the Moocher. She was a low-down hoochie coocher. She was the roughest, toughest tale, but Minnie had a heart as big as a whale. Hidey, 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 hide. Hoody, 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 ho. Heedy, 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 hee. Hidey, 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 ho. She messed around with a bloke named Smokey. She loved him though he was cokey. He took her down to Chinatown and showed her how to kick the gong around. Hidey, 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 hide. Whoa, heedy, 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 hee. Hidey, 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 ho. She had a dream about the king of Sweden. He gave her things that she was needing. He gave her a home built of gold and steel, a diamond car with the platinum wheels. Hidey, 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 hi. Hidey, 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 ho. Schooly boo, schooly boo, schooly booli booli boo. Tippy bippy biddly yippy biddly yippy biddly yippy boy. He gave her his townhouse and his racing horses. Each meal she ate was a dozen courses. Had $1 million worth of nickels and dimes. She sat around and counted them 1,000,000 times. Hidey, 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 hi. Huddy, 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 ho. Heedy, 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 hee. Hidey, 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 ho. Oh, me, oh, me, oh, me. Thank you, folks. That was a fun little show. We'll have a sermon maybe next time. I just wanted to have fun with this one so you gets no sermons. Bye-bye.